Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the pod. I'm Erin.
I'm Josie.
And I'm Coco. And if you're feeling glum about the fact that we're virtual, I don't if you're
So
watching
are
on
we.
YouTube, so are we.
Yeah.
So are
I
we.
literally said to Josie today as I was pulling out the headphones because we were like, oh, like it's been so nice to be on couches. And I was like, should we try recording in the chairs in my living room today? And then we're like, oh, the headphones. So I was like, I hate the fact that we're on these. But you know what? We have future plans to be in person later this winter, more this spring. We will have many more non-virtuals coming someday. So
it's honestly probably like actually bears no difference for people listening.
It's
like
true.
It genuinely,
Unless you're
like, we have the
watching
exact same mics.
I think it's different if you're watching on YouTube. It's not as fun when we're not in person, but like
not us like de-influencing our podcast.
It actually sucks to watch when
we're
virtual.
still amazed. I just love when we're just like laughing it up in person though, you know?
Yeah.
I know there's nothing like it.
And it just like doesn't feel right when you're not like here. Like it's like we need Coco live
I know.
audience like right here.
But unfortunately I am a 5-hour car ride away. So
It's fine. We'll be back together
Boo.
soon enough.
yeah.
Um,
How was your guys' weeks?
Okay. How was my week? First of all, I was just going to say that your hair is looking amazing with the little ends like thriving.
I was listening to our podcast last week and I was listening to us talking about Ava's hair.
She's influencing herself.
Yeah.
You're influencing me because you're the one that said it, Erin. And I was like, oh, I should get that. And then I ordered it quick, like a version off of Amazon, not like the highest one, whatever. And then literally tried doing it today with wet hair at like, we're recording right now at 2:30 and I tried starting it at 1:50. So that was on me.
Right.
But I got to figure out how to do the curlers, like the actual like leave-in curlers up the top.
Yep.
And then, I got to watch some tutorials, but I feel like
Fair.
that'll be my goal of 2026 is to have a better blowout look. Cause it's not bad and I don't mind it, but I have a different vision in mind.
Okay.
It looks so cute though.
It's good. It's a great place
And
to
I just
start.
found out from us talking about it that these thermal brushes are like actually affordable. I thought they were like $150 or something, but Coco has informed me that they're like $20 to $50. So they're in, like you said, there's probably more expensive ones out there, but budget friendly, if you will. So
literally.
yeah.
But what are you guys up to? What's been on the week for you guys?
Okay. So I went downhill skiing.
Oh, that's right.
So that was, and it was amazing. Like, loved it. I came back in one piece. I actually.
How were your knees?
Good.
Were you like,
Yep.
okay.
Knees were good.
Did they slip at all or was it fine?
No, it was totally fine. I actually thought I did a really good job, like going down the hills. Like I didn't like just pizza the whole way down. Like I kind of like swish, swish, you know, like that kind of stuff. It kind of does come back to you from like growing up doing it. So I was like
riding a bike.
I felt pretty good about it for my first time, not like having not done it for like over a decade. So that was great. And then I also got a new phone this week and it was like a whole, I know. So 11 or no, sorry, 11,
now.
17 Pro
17
Max.
Pro.
Yeah. Pro Max. Of course. Cause we're women in business and this is for my job. So, on that note, my phone took 8 hours to transfer all of the data from my old phone to my new phone.
How much of it was chat?
We'll get into that. We'll get into my chat update in 2026. But so we were at T-Mobile. It was like a whole misunderstanding. I won't really get into like the whole thing, but my parents, I love them to death, but like, I don't know, the T-Mobile people were like, you need to be here to transfer your phone over because we were switching from Verizon to T-Mobile. And I'm like, okay. They're like, you need to be here to do it because we weren't just on the same line. So I couldn't just like get my new phone and do it myself. We had to switch our numbers. So I was like, okay. And we get to T-Mobile and my dad and my brother's phones take 15 minutes each to transfer. Like we're like ready to go minus 8 hours. And I was like, are you saying I have to sit here at T-Mobile for 8 hours? Like what? And the guy was like, well, we just need like passwords and stuff like that. And I was like, I know, but it's in the transfer phase where like you cannot touch the phone. Like it's just transferring. So my brother and my dad were like, yeah, like you're just gonna have to like stay there by yourself. Like we're going home. And I'm like, I don't know how I got like caught as like the family representative for this transfer.
Well,
but
considering you had to go for 8 hours, that's why.
No, I know. But so then like my brother's like, I'm leaving. And then my dad's like, I was like, I'll bring you your computer. And I'm like, okay. So like I'm stranded at T-Mobile with my friend, the T-Mobile guy, and we're just chatting it up. And I'm like kind of sitting there and I kind of look at him and I was like, can I please go do this at home? And then once it's done transferring, can we come back to do the phone number stuff? And he was like, oh yeah, for sure. Like you'll probably be more comfortable at home. I'm like, were you going to let me sit here at T-Mobile in nowhere, Minnesota, just for 8 hours today with you? Like, couldn't you have been like, wow, this is like a long transfer. You should just like cancel it right now. Go do it at home. We'll just do the phone numbers later. Like, are you okay? So anyway, we made it happen. I went home, we transferred, we went back, we switched it. It was so fun, but it was like a way longer day ordeal than I was expecting. I need to like take stuff off my phone, but I was like, this is for work. He's like, what do you do for work? I'm like, social media. And he was like, this
Ain't
is
no way you need that much crap for work. Like
No.
I've deleted so much stuff off of my phone for Charlie.
Yeah, no, I have a problem.
You just have so much.
I have
you
so much
just
stuff.
Truly do.
And so he was like, this is the longest transfer I have ever seen. Like, truly. Like, I'm breaking records at T-Mobile. So anyway, but
You're breaking records this year.
I am breaking records this year. Oh my gosh. I'm seriously, it's sickening. I need help. But so that was really funny. And then last night, me and Aaron and our friends from college watched The People We Meet on Vacation. So we should talk about that today because Coco watched it too. And I loved it. But yeah. Oh, and then my chat update is that I have not used chat less in 2026. And I like seriously need to. So I'm done.
We were texting about like the anxiety and stuff yesterday, and we were just like checking in, and I was like, are you still using chat? And she goes, yep. And I go, are you gonna stop? And she's like, nope. And
I was like, I just actually got done talking to it about like my anxiety. I need to stop.
Oh,
I need to stop. Yep.
And the thing is, like, I told her, was like, we're gonna have an intervention because she was like, her roommate also just was talking to her about how she needs to stop using chat, and it was like, you unfortunately need to hit rock bottom before you can like accept that you need to be done.
I know.
So whatever that may be, you fall in love with ChatGPT, that's your rock bottom, and then we have to do an intervention.
Here's like my thing I was thinking about though is like, and tell me if you feel differently. I feel like I definitely use chat too. I feel like people just do. But when I use chat, I feel like it gets repetitive. Like if I'm like asking it something, do you feel like
but Josie likes
this,
things that she's used to.
and it says the same
like,
thing
don't
to
you
me.
get bored of the like response? Cause I'm like, it's the same every time. Like it starts to be like, okay, I know this. You've said this to me, chat. Or like, cause for me, like, I feel like that makes me stop because I'm like, okay, chat, like you've already said this. I don't need to
No, so in my anxiety spiral, that is what I love to see is the exact same thing reassuring me over and over again of the same thing. So that, and it says the same thing every time. You should scroll through it. Like it's not right.
Do you ever just like screenshot that and like read it again? Like just like read it again?
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that.
I think it's a nice thing. Like I understand where you're coming from because it's nice sometimes when you have like a friend or a therapist that you can like kind of rehash the details and being confirmed again that you're like, I understand, but also it is a robot.
So that's a thing. So you're right about that. And that's what my roommate Emily said is she was like, Josie, like it's not bad that like you are dealing with anxiety and you want like help and reassurance. She's like, talk to me, talk to a friend, call a friend, move up your therapy appointment, or like, gosh forbid, talk to God. She was like, seriously, like, let's try something else. And I was
let's try Jesus.
Yeah, let's try not AI. And I am on board with that. I'm also yelling at myself. I understand.
In theory. And then
I know, but it's just
sitting there
right there for me. It's right there for me. Like, I don't know. And then I'm not annoying anybody and asking in circles.
Oh my gosh. Like I annoyed you guys with my work thing a few years ago, beating that thing with the dead horse. Like
I know. And I know when you're on
is
the
what
other
it is.
side, like it doesn't actually annoy. Like I'm like, like, I would talk to you guys about the same thing forever. And I'd like, it doesn't matter to me. So I know that that's the same for me and that's how you feel, but
baby steps.
I know. I'm feeling less anxious this week and today.
Great. That's amazing.
So that's good. And yeah.
I'm going to sneak into your chat and tell him to be mean to you.
I know. But well, that would be, yeah, I'd stop using that right away. If it started like in like entertaining my fears, you know, of like anxiety and stuff like that, I'd be done. I should say that. Be like, make me more anxious in your responses. Then I'd stop using it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's not do that. You're a nut.
Oh my gosh. It is just like crazy to like just like be dealing with anxiety. It's wild to like literally feel insane.
At least it's been less this week.
So true.
We're on the up and up.
Baby
I'm just
steps.
like feeling in a silly, goofy mood currently.
Well, I also told Josie yesterday, like something my mom and I would joke about when I was in therapy more consistently. Like after I'd leave therapy, I'd call my mom and be like, all right, I'm cured. And like, it just, anybody that knows it, like therapy or anything like that, it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Like you gotta give yourself grace for the fact that if you have therapy one week and it opens up some stuff that you gotta actually think about and face, you're probably going to have a little bit more mental effort, which is draining. So
that's what's hard is everybody's like, and I listened to a podcast on like anxiety and fear yesterday, and it's like, this is hard work. And I think that's where I'm at of like, I don't want this to be hard work. Like from somebody that has never experienced it before, like, which I feel like so blessed for, but like usually regulating my emotions and like my thoughts, like it's easy. Like it's normal. So to have it be like work to like regulate my emotions and like deal with stuff is like so annoying to me.
Yeah.
Like I definitely, which probably is the reason I'm here, because I like when you go through a lot of stuff and then you just ignore it because it's easier to like ignore it. And I'm like, oh, I don't usually like deal with this kind of stuff. So like, let's not. That's how I found myself in this predicament. So to anybody out there, like,
yeah, because if you avoid the hard work now, it's going to get harder work later.
Exactly. So we're trying. And
you are.
I know. So I'm like, all jokes aside, I actually am proud of myself. I'm like, got therapy. Like I actually am like, you know, asking for help and prayer and like opening up and telling people what I'm dealing with and stuff like that. So I'm like, jokes aside, like I'm proud of myself, but I also cope with humor. So like, let's make fun of me.
Because if we can't laugh at it, like who is? Like,
no,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? Like, who can?
No, exactly.
Yeah.
If it's going to be here, let's make a bit out of it.
Yeah. If it's all for the bit.
It's all for the bit. Oh, sorry. So, sorry. Anyway, words. Which one of you now?
Aaron, how's your week been? That was crazy. Any updates on your resolutions?
Sorry, you just like buffered so hard. It was just like, well, in my life, I was going to share, I had 2 highlights this week. One highlight is that last weekend at this point, I went to like a really cute coffee shop with my cousins. And then we spent the day at the Mall of America with our grandma. And it was just like a really cute day. We just like the coffee shop was so cute, and it was just good to just like catch up with them. I've always been close with my cousins, but I don't know, something about like this season of life, and they've just been really supportive, like through my mom passing, like, so it's just been really sweet. I feel like we're all in like, I guess we're all in like such different, like Lauren is a mom, Rach is in college, but it's just like, I don't know, we're all so similar. It's so fun and just to like catch up. So I had such a good time with them. And then, we went to the mall because our grandma just like really wanted to get out. She was like, I just need to go to the mall. And so we walked to 4 different stores. It was like a short-lived thing. And then we just like went and got lunch at the Nordstrom Cafe. I've never been there. No. It was so good. Pretty much all of us at the table ended up ordering their tomato basil soup. So good. And then we just were like, grilled cheese just sounds good. Like soup and grilled cheese has been my meal of like the last month or so. And I feel like
we had those grilled cheese on the Blackstone.
Yes. And then I have plans tomorrow night with our neighbor. And she was like, how does soup and grilled cheese sound? And I'm like, perfect. Like I could live off of grilled cheese and soup. So anyways, it was just like a really cute day. And I feel like it was like a highlight of my week. And then I had my first week back at school. Less of a highlight. I loved going back and like there was like kids and coworkers that I loved seeing, but it's just hard to go back, you know, after 2 weeks off for the holidays. So that was hard. And I found myself just like exhausted. So literally be praying for me because I don't know. I just feel like it was like I was gone for that month of my mom passing, came back for 2 weeks and felt like in a groove again. And then it's like we had 2 weeks off. So now I feel like I'm back to square one where I'm like, you got to build up your stamina for these like long days and the mental like capacity and like,
Totally.
I don't know. So it just felt like it was just tiring, but
Yeah.
glad to be back in routine though.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then my other highlight, was the same thing. Watching people we meet on vacation with our friends last night. It was so cute. Cassie made like the best cookies. Those were so good.
My gosh.
And she put like little sea salt flakes. Like she's like a queen of detail. Like she just does like little simple things that are just so like
What did you guys
cozy.
think of the movie? I watched it last night too.
It was so good. I
loved it.
loved it.
Rom-coms are back. What do you think?
Rom-coms are back, but I have one critique.
Was it the
Okay.
ending?
The ending changed from the book.
Okay. I just think like in the end, it was like our group was kind of like, oh, this is cringe. I
Like them running.
I ate it up. I don't even think it was the running part. It was like, what was the part that everyone was like, it is cringy?
I don't know because I didn't think that.
I didn't really think
I
that
didn't
either,
think it
but a
was
couple
cringe.
people in the room were like, okay, this is kind of like making me just have like a cringe moment. But I did not necessarily think that.
Yeah.
Okay,
The one
what's your
thing-
critique? Yeah.
And this might get me like so much hate.
Okay.
I don't know if they had the most chemistry.
Oh, okay.
I thought like I was sitting with my friend Tessa, we were watching it too. And I thought they had like good tension, but the kissing was kind of weird.
Okay. Maybe this is
Like-
a hot take. I think that they had chemistry, but like the kissing being weird, maybe it was just the way they were doing it because it was like he would like go in and then they'd like stop and then he'd like go in again.
Yes.
Maybe it was just like the way that it was happening. I don't know if it had anything with like their chemistry. I think it was like the type of kiss that it was.
Josie's like, I had no notes.
Yeah.
I did not think that. Like I wasn't like, ugh, or like this isn't whatever. I didn't really actively think about it. I just had a moment where I was like, why is he like biting her top lip? Like
No, that's what I was like.
I kind of like that.
For those of you listening, let Josie know. Anyway.
Okay, like I don't know.
No, I don't hate
That's
it. I just
fine.
thought it didn't need to happen like 5 times. Like
I didn't hate it. It seemed like they were off sync of the style of
Oh,
kissing they were
okay.
gonna do. Like trust, I'm not against that. But I'm saying like it seemed like they had different rhythms.
Okay.
And that's where I was like,
Okay.
where's the intimacy coordinator? Let's be like,
Yep.
he's gonna do that, so you react to that. Like
Yeah.
it was
like,
a little bit
do you
off.
think that that's how it was supposed to be? Because it's like this thing where it's like they're so familiar with each other, but yet like it's foreign to them. Like it's like we've never
Maybe because
I don't know.
the end kiss was a lot better.
Yeah. And I thought the
Perhaps.
tension did build. Like we kept being like, just kiss. Like we were like, come on. Like, where's it at?
I wish I would. I can't remember the book. I haven't read it in so long. I'm trying to remember if we have more info of when he was in New York? Was there more storyline when he was?
I read the book so long
It was so
ago.
long ago. The only other thing we did point out kind of with the book differences was that in the book, don't they go through each summer? Like I felt
No, I do think they skip in the book.
they?
I don't think maybe they skipped as much, but I
Okay.
do remember it being like,
feel like
well,
someone
where'd
was
you
like-
go 5 years ago? Because I want to
Yeah.
know.
Like we didn't get Napa, we didn't get
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember it going in 2-year increments, and I remember sitting in because I haven't read the book in so long. It was the same way I felt about The Housemaid. There was specific things that I was like, I can't remember, and so it actually felt like I was watching something new, which was kind of fun.
Yeah,
But I was just like, oh my God, make up already. Like what?
Yeah.
I like Tessa just read it. And so I was like, was it he fell first and she fell harder? Like I was like trying to like remember like
Right.
what it all was. They were so cute.
And
They
like,
were.
they killed the outfits. We kept commenting on
Yeah.
like the styling.
I
They
liked
both
that.
had such great outfits. Like I was like, wow, he looks great. And like all of her outfits were so cute. And like we were saying in the book, I think one of our friends was saying they remember her character in the book being like kind of eccentric and
Right.
like just, yeah. And I felt like they captured that really well with like her outfits. I don't know. So I was like, wow, they must have had like a styling budget in this because I felt like all the outfits were really like so cute.
Yep. One thing I will say, and this is like not a critique of the movie or the like, you know, it's just the storyline of it, is that like I really am like anti like quote unquote platonic female male friendships that like they're actually in love and like he's like playing this whatever, like the other girlfriend. I was like, I felt so bad for her like the whole time because I'm just like,
Wait, what do you
I'm like
mean?
certainly not sending my boyfriend out for a week, a year to like meet with his friend Poppy. Like, you're not going. Like, sorry. Like, yeah. So that's where I was just like, but I was like obsessed with them. So I was like totally here for the like emotional, like whatever.
Well, but it really was like innocent though. I mean, like, you know that they like deep down maybe have feelings, but I didn't feel like it was like other movies where you're like, okay, this is borderline cheating. Like for a long time, I think they were both just like weird, like truly friends.
Yeah,
like we're not. Point. Like I felt like
I think they were genuinely like running from their feelings. I think maybe in NOLA, like when they were in like the wigs and stuff.
I know, and then her boyfriend showed up.
I think that's when he knew.
Yeah.
They both kind of were like, whoa, what is this feeling?
But like,
then
what back is this feeling? When they were at like the tent, when they were at like the campsite and stuff, like he's just like fully naked and she's not like, she was kind of like, whoa, you're ripped, but she wasn't like swooning over him or like, oh, I'm actually in love with him. Like, and they slept in the tent that night.
She went to his tent instead of the other guy's tent.
Well, yeah, the other guy had a death tattoo on him. True. She was like, no.
Yes.
Okay, were you and your friend, you watched it with a friend, right?
Yeah.
Were you girls like giggling through it? Like, did you think it was kind of funny?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
We were
that
too. Like,
so
our whole room was like giggling. And I feel like it's like not often that they truly get the like calm of the rom-com. So I was like, wow, I felt like they did a good job of like,
it's
just
so true.
Like make it a little funny.
I was so obsessed.
I love the main girl. I saw her in a series called My Lady Jane.
It's on, we were talking about that.
It's on Amazon. They only did one season. I thought it was she was great in that, and I think she's just so pretty and just
so pretty.
I love her. So
did you
I was
like
super excited.
My Lady Jane?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I started it. I was hearing great things and I started it and I was like, this is a little weird. I'm not following. And
which I'm surprised because you like fantasy. So I feel like you would have eaten that up.
I'll retry. Maybe I just was like doing like maybe I was multitasking.
You do kind of got to tune in a little bit more than like an average show. Okay. Like you got to kind of pay attention to there is a little bit of world building to understand like what's going on. Okay. But
I'll retry.
Yeah, I thought it was like engaging and the relationship between her and the main guy I like so.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I did. We were truly like giggling, kicking our feet. It was so good.
It was really well done. And especially for like a Netflix movie. We were saying in the end, like, I'm kind of surprised that didn't go to theaters. Like, I feel like I would have gone and seen that.
Oh, for sure.
In theaters. Like, I would have paid to have my candy and my popcorn.
I need every Emily Henry book as a movie now in a serious way. Like, book lovers, I need that.
Yeah. Even if it's a Hallmark vibe, even if it's not even fully like, or just keep doing Netflix movies, like keep doing that. And it doesn't, I feel like that would be great.
The only other critique that I saw of it was that people were like wishing that maybe it had been like a show and had like a summer, like each episode be one of the summers they spent together. Cool. And I actually,
I don't know if she had that much content to
right.
It's like a 300-page book.
It is. I could have gone either way on that, but I'm like, I could see how it'd be fun to see like to spend one whole episode. Like if they were like 30-minute episodes or something, like I could see how that'd be kind of fun just to be like, yeah. But like I don't feel passionate about that, and I don't feel like other people really did either. They just were like, this could be like a funny thing or like a cool thing if they had done that. I'm like, oh yeah, I could see that being nice, but.
Yeah.
It was good.
No, that was a good movie.
Okay. What else were like the highlights of your week, Cokes?
Let's see. This week. Okay. So yesterday Tessa slept over and we watched that last night. As far as updating my resolutions, this week I did do 4 workout classes.
Wow. Good for you.
Bella Hadid, is that you?
You can't see me. And I'm reading. I'm trying to read The Hobbit. It is taking me like so much time. I don't know what is in me right now that I cannot read it quick enough. But the chapters are also like my Kindle. I'll hit next chapter, 55 minutes.
Oh, they're really long.
So I don't know if it's because it's an older book and it's maybe they didn't do chapters the way we do
It
now.
also just is a long book. Like it's.
I don't know. No, Lord of the Rings is the Hobbit is the prequel.
Oh.
So that's where I'm confused.
So it's on our Kindle?
Yeah, it's on our Kindle.
Okay. Just in case. I'm in my Harry Potter era, but maybe.
It's on our Kindle, but it's a library book. So
it'll be gone.
Don't know.
I see.
Yeah,
I see. Yeah. Got it.
And I have not spent less money. So, but I did work out.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I spent less money than last month, but
that's good.
Like that was
a win
December.
is a win, like, Coco. A win is a win.
A win is a win. A win.
Baby steps. Mm-hmm. I haven't done a single New Year's resolution, so
perfect.
I'm feeling great about you guys. I read like a little over break, but that's it. Now it's the second week of January.
That's valid.
Anyways,
that's fine.
We
have time.
Yeah.
We have time.
And then I saw The Housemaid this week, so we can actually talk about it now.
Oh, great.
I don't really know if there's a whole lot. Oh, I was talking about this with Sarah after the fact. Because it's a series, I don't know if they're gonna like make more, but I looked up, like I've only read the first Housemaid. I didn't read like whatever after, like however many books. Apparently it's the same main character every time, which I kind of I think it would have been better if it would have been like I would be curious to read the second book, and if it's too similar to like that, I would kind of be like, you see it coming. But
I feel like they wouldn't do it because it's like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm like, I know it's a series, but it's like if it is repetitive and she goes on to just start like killing other, like she's like I feel like she's being hired as like an assassin now, kind of. And so I'm like, I don't really care to see a whole nother one where it's like, oh, she starts working for them and she kills that lady's husband. Like it's just like, we know. And I feel like in the movie, it's like it alludes to that. And so you can just kind of like assume, I don't know if I need like 2 more movies. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Because I think the best part about the movie is because I couldn't remember the book when I was watching it, and I was like flinching every time because I was like, I know it turns south.
Yeah, it was like
so I was like, when I couldn't remember when Nina was in the thing. I couldn't remember like how she drowned her kid. I was so confused by like the timing. So I was like genuinely every time she was like looking at Andrew like fondly, I was like, he's evil. How do we find this out? I also was cracking up at that movie.
Yeah, people. Was your audience like laughing and cheering or the theater?
No, but it was also like well over a week after. So I'm curious.
People in our theater were like laughing and like cheering, and yes, but I did see
cheering.
Yes, I saw TikToks that were like, was your theater doing this? So I'm like, it must have been like a universal experience.
No, we need to get back to like actual silence during the movie.
Yeah, the
like,
people behind us were like, get him, like just.
No, there was a woman behind us, and I've never experienced anything like it. Like, it was so bad. She was just yapping the whole time, and like, oh my gosh, like, I hate him. I'm like, you respectfully need to leave, and you should wait until this is on a streaming service so that you can, in the comfort of your own home, make the comments that you would want to make.
And then, like in the end, when he fell over the thing, like the whole theater was like, "Woo!" Like just like
when that happened, weird. I had to hide my face because it was really hard for like. And also when he pulled his tooth out, I couldn't look.
I could not look at that.
When we were just talking about this, there's probably like a moment on camera I kind of like flinch a little bit out of nowhere because I just in my mind was thinking about the tooth scene. Like I had to. I was
so afraid. Like, well, I guess in the end he like did get out of the room, but I was like, oh my gosh, like girl, run! Like he is gonna get out of that room and come get you. Like, and
I'm like, yeah, why are you chilling on the couch?
Like that was so bizarre. And I've never read the book actually, so I was even more just sitting there like, what in the world is gonna happen? But I actually liked the movie. Yeah,
the book was a super quick read, so I'd be like, you should try reading the second one. You know exactly what happens in the first book.
Just see.
Yeah. I thought Amanda Seyfried did like amazing.
I thought she did too.
Amazing. Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more.
She was an incredible, crazy woman, and
I agree.
She was like perfect for that role. Actually, I felt like
Brandon. His name is actually Brandon, I think.
Yeah.
He's hot.
Well, no, people are like making TikToks where they're like
I would have just got my roots done.
Yes. They're like,
I love when people are funny
because
like
it's
that.
A privilege or something like that. And it's like, seriously.
Oh my gosh. And his mom being a freak at the end. I'm like,
yeah, that was crazy. Was it like
did either one of you read the book?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Okay.
Did she say that in the book too?
Yeah.
Like, I know she acknowledges that. I don't remember.
I don't know how.
Yeah. I can't. It's been so long since I've read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I
thought it was good.
fun. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, that's all. It's just been
Love.
a movie week and getting back into like, if you're watching this right now and I have Christmas decorations up, mind your business.
Yeah.
No, I still do too. My tree's up behind us.
But, oh my God.
I gotta take it down, but
yeah.
I probably will. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, well,
Anyway.
today for our actual topic, we're talking about love languages and the Enneagram. And we thought it'd be fun to just like share ours. And I always think it's so interesting to find out like what other people are and just like, how do you use them in your life? Do you use them in your life? Also, like, do you believe in them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah. Okay. I don't really know where to start, but we could each just share. Maybe we start with Enneagram.
And for people who don't know, Enneagram, it's like you go in and answer a bunch of questions and it's a 9-point.
Yeah. So there's 9
Right?
of them. And actually like, there's kind of like 2 ways you could go about it. So there are like online quizzes. Be careful not to get stuck behind a paywall like Tyler did. But so you can like take the quiz and answer the questions. Also, there's a book I cannot recommend highly enough. It's called The Road Back to You. And it's about the Enneagram and it has like a biblical foundation to it and how like, how you can use like the knowledge of self-awareness of your number to like benefit you spiritually.
Is that the book that you've sent me photos of your 7 or
yes, my 6?
Oh, I always, okay. Yep.
So I actually, to figure out your number, I would recommend reading that whole entire book, like every single number, the intro, everything. And then kind of like be like, what do I resonate with? I do think you could take the quiz too. And for a starting point of like, oh, the quiz said I'm a this. Does that actually line up with the chapter? But I found reading the whole book was so helpful. And for me, I'm a clear-cut 6 on the Enneagram. There is no, like, I am a 6-wing 7, so through and through. But a lot of people kind of resonate with a couple too, or resonate with parts of them. So yeah, I cannot recommend that book enough if you are interested in it. And I know, like, again, do you like agree with the Enneagram? I know there's people that are like, it has foundations in like different kind of like spiritual practices, whatever, which I don't know if is true or not. And if it is, like, for me, I love it because I think that, as long as you're using it as like a healthy tool, I think where it becomes a problem, and the book talks about this, so this isn't like my idea, but like the Enneagram and personality test like should not be something that like you cling on to of like, oh, well, I'm just anxious because I'm a 6. I'm a 6. So like, I just am like my thing.
Kind of like star signs. Like
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
I'm going to be, I am a Scorpio technically by my birth. So I'm just naturally like a mean person.
Right. Exactly.
And I'm blunt. So take it.
Exactly.
You know, like,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's less of like, oh, well, like excusing your negative patterns with like, oh, well, that's just because I'm a 6 on the Enneagram. Instead, like reading about it and being like, wow, I really am bent towards fear and anxiety as a 6. That's really good to know. Like, how do I show up in my relationships and like how
use
can
it
I
internally? Yeah.
And then like, how can I show up better? And like, how do I like in relationships, like how do I partner with a 2? How do I, like stuff like that. That's how I love to use it. I don't think of it like I don't use it like actually like, like I don't like worship the Enneagram, like, but I mean, people feel certain ways.
You're making an idol in your life is probably not ideal. So it's just like, don't idolize what your outcome is. But like, from what I hear you saying, it's like, it can be beneficial just to like have the self-awareness.
To know more about yourself.
Yeah. So that's my spiel, my little soapbox on the Enneagram.
And tell everyone what a 6 is.
Yeah. So a 6.
I was going to say, I just Googled, like the Enneagram describes 9 core personality types with each with distinctive motivations, fears, and behaviors. The number 1 is a reformer. Number 2 is the helper. Number 3 is the achiever. Number 4 is the individualist. Number 5 is the investigator. Number 6 is the loyalist. Number 7 is the enthusiast. Number 8 is the challenger. And number 9 is the peacemaker, all centered around core drives for improvement, connection, success, uniqueness, knowledge, security, joy, power, or harmony, respectively. These types are grouped into 3 centers of intelligence: heart, head, and body.
Yep. So I am a 6, which is the loyalist that Coco just read. The committed, security-oriented type. 6s are reliable, hardworking, responsible, and trustworthy, excellent troubleshooters. They foresee problems and foster cooperation, but can also become defensive, evasive, and anxious, running on stress while complaining about it. They can be cautious and indecisive, but also reactive, defiant, and rebellious. They typically have problems with self-doubt and suspicion. At their best, they're internally stable and self-reliant, courageously championing themselves and others. And so it talks about like basic fear, basic desire, like basic fear without being without support. Basic desire is security, like, which, you know, is ringing true currently in my life. But yeah, I am just like a 6 through and through, and I'm a 6-wing 7, which is like the more extroverted, like the 7 is the enthusiast, I think. So I have a little bit more of like that, like outgoing extrovert, like doesn't fun loving, doesn't like pain, like all likes positive things, like that kind of stuff. So anyway, what are you guys?
I'm the 7-wing 8. So that means I'm the enthusiast, which is like, I'm looking at the AI overview, but it's like fun loving, spontaneous, versatile, avoids pain and boredom. Mm-hmm. And then the challenger, which is powerful, decisive, confrontational, and seeks control and justice, which I do.
I thought you were an 8. Like I thought you would have been an 8-wing 7. So that's actually interesting to me, but I also see that. So love that.
Yeah. I feel like I'm, I think I lead with like the energetic stuff.
I think so.
But then when it comes down to it, I'm pretty like the challenger rings true. I'm not like, I'm not seeking out confrontation, but I certainly will, if it comes to it, I will certainly not shy away from it.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know like much else other than that's kind of what I've been described at. I don't really know. It'd be interesting to see how other things that I could use for tools of like workplace stuff or relational or whatever.
It talks about, there's like sections of how you show up for each number, like how they show up in work, in relationships. And I feel like I found that like really helpful too, even just like in dating or in different jobs and all of that. Like, oh, like, is this how I show up, or what is my natural tendency? That kind of stuff. So
interesting. Do you feel like everything that it said, like, not even just in the dating and the work stuff, but like anxiety stuff. Like, do you feel like all of it 100% rings true, or is there some stuff that you kind of leave? You're like, not necessarily.
Like that's not me.
Do you leave any? Yeah.
Yes, for sure. There's certain things that you read and I'm like, I don't feel like that for as much for me, because then like within your number, it's like, are you a healthy 6 or are you an unhealthy 6? Like then you show up differently too. So, and then, but I will say, actually, it's been really interesting starting to like struggle with anxiety. And then I just read that about the 6 where like fear and anxiety shows up. That's been really interesting, because actually like the anxiety part of it was something that I was kind of like, like I tend to be a little anxious or like have fear, but like, I wouldn't say that that's something that predominantly defines me as like a person, which it still does not, but just in the recent month of struggling, like with anxiety, I'm like, oh wow, like I'm actually identifying with that part of my Enneagram like more right now,
and you like have it in
than
the past.
I had in the past. So, but yeah, no, there's certainly things where I would read it and be like, no, that's not completely me.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like that's just like the star signs and stuff, where it's like, okay, these are like ideas and tools, and I'm not like, I don't know, I don't personally subscribe to like this like zodiac signs,
right?
And I feel like to me the Enneagram is a lot more like real or accurate, I guess. But it's like, this is just like an ideology. And it's like, I feel like it's like, if you're going to take it as like a blanket statement and be like, every person that's a 6 is this, like, it's just not true. Like, just how like,
there's no gray area in human,
for like Pisces, like I'm a Pisces and it's like when those pop up and it's like, oh, this is your month. And it's like, no, actually it was a bad month. Like they're like blanket statementing it to go to like all people that are all Pisces or all 6s on the Enneagram. So I'm like, this is that part where like you have to take and leave some of it, or like, it doesn't apply like always or even just like,
I remember
100%.
I took the test in like 2020 and at the time it was like 7-wing 8, and I would be interested to see if I like changed, because it's been 6 years, like 7-wing 8, and then it also had 3. So like, I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, because like the 3 is the achiever, and I totally see that in you too. So that's where it's like when you read the book, you'll read some things and be like, oh, like that actually I see that in myself of like that number. But I do think when you read it, there will be a number that you're like, that is what I am, you know, but
that makes sense.
Yeah. Erin, what are you?
I am a 2-wing 3. So I'm like the helper with the wing of the achiever. And I feel like that's true of me too. Like I pulled up the AI thing. I don't know if it was the same thing, but like for 2, it says the helper, it says motivation to be loved and needed. And then fear is being unwanted. But challenge is people pleasing, which is like so me. And neglecting your own needs, which like, I feel like I used to be worse at that than I am now though. And then the achiever is like, you want to succeed and be admired. And then your strengths are like, like driven, confident, and challenges are like image focused and a workaholic, which I don't really feel like that's true of me. Definitely not the workaholic. Like I leave work and I leave. I do not put
but
in
there
my
are
overtime,
some times with work though too where you do not in a workaholic way at all. Like I agree with you, but I'm like, you do value doing good and being valued at job.
I value like right now I'm like taking classes to like get some more continuing ed, which like is a kind of a promotion in the education world, like whatever. Not from my title, but anyways. And so it's like, I do have I'm very motivated, I would say.
Yeah.
So those are accurate of me. I feel like I maybe use the Enneagram less than both of you. I don't know.
I literally have not touched it since we took the test in your families.
I would use it I use it the most.
You use it the most for sure. Like I've never read the book. I know my numbers, but I don't really ever think about them. And I haven't really done research. We didn't even know Tyler's until recently. And I think like in the moment when I'm talking about it, like I was like, oh, I'll have to read like Ty and I's Enneagrams or whatever for like relationship. But I'm like, I have not. Yeah. So, but I definitely like find value in it in the same way that it's like, I do think it's pretty accurate. And I do think that you can use it to like reflect on maybe some like negative patterns or like character traits or how you like show up or whatever. And so I think that can be helpful if you like use it the right way.
Well, also Enneagram is based on like your decisions and your like, so if you're just doing the quiz online, like it is based on your input. So if you're honest about the answers, like that's why I kind of see more relevance to that versus Zodiac, because Zodiac is just based on when you're born and like you had nothing to do with that.
True.
Yeah.
Now, are there some things where I'm like, oh, I'm a total Scorpio? Yes. But I think that's where I kind of see like more validation or like validity in the Enneagram because it's your own input.
I agree with Josie though, where you're like, you can also just read through them and like identify what you are. Like, I don't even think you have to take the quiz. Like, it's nice, but like when I read through, I'm like, I'm certainly like not a 6.
Right.
I don't know. Like, and 100%. It's not a bad thing, but it's just like, you just read them and you're like, this is not me. Or you're like, oh, this is totally, like you kind of can read and be like, that one's totally me.
Yeah.
But it is really interesting. And then, I feel like we've looked it up in our friend group before too and seen like, obviously we like everyone in our friend group like loves each other. We're all very like compatible and friends, but like there are certain Enneagrams that like click or something, or like just like because your personalities align a certain way that you can like mesh really well with like one other number. And I just think it's interesting. Like,
I think it's really interesting. You both should read the book. I have it, so I can, but it's really, I like loved it. So yeah.
Love.
What do 2s mesh with? Is Ty the one you mesh with, or is it?
I don't know. And what was he?
I think he was a 3.
Oh, I thought he was a 9.
I thought he was a 9, but I think he took the quiz and he was a 3.
Oh, I think you're right.
Your 2s mesh well with 6 and 7s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is what he got. Ty got the peacemaker. Or we thought he was the peacemaker. Which is a 9.
Yeah.
Which is so true of him. Like he is really like always very just like calm and neutral, like benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
Right.
Does not like conflict. But yeah, it was the achiever, which like makes a lot of sense to me just with his like motivation, go-getter attitude and whatever. But I'd have to look that up. Like maybe I'll just ask it quick. Like how I assume Ty and I align really well if we're both, I have a wing of an achiever and he's an achiever. Totally. Like if we're both like the same one, I'm sure you kind of like get along. Like, well, obviously we're married. So like outside of the Enneagram, like outside of the Enneagram,
statistical evidence.
No, but I'd be curious like what it really says about it or whatever. But so I'll have to do a little more research and report back, but
perfect.
Okay. Should we talk about love languages too?
Yeah.
Do you guys, well, first of all, like, do you use love languages?
What are the 5? Let's give
Okay.
it for people that don't know. Because there's a legit book again.
Yes.
Right.
I don't remember who wrote it.
It's like a legit ideology. So there's quality time, physical touch, words of affirmation, gift giving. And what's the last one?
Sorry.
Receiving gifts.
I said that
Gifts
one.
giving, acts of service.
Acts of service.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So quality time, physical touch,
Yep.
words of affirmation, acts of service, and gift giving
Yes.
are the 5.
Yes.
Yeah, and the 5 love languages is a book by Gary Chapman, and I actually listened to a podcast about this, and they do suggest reading the whole thing like Josie did for.
I believe that. Yeah.
For Enneagrams, because there's 2 different ways of like. Sorry, I cut you off, Erin.
No,
it was like the idea of how you like to give. Your love languages, or how you like to show love within those 5, and then how you receive, because they might not be.
That's interesting, because when I was in college, I took like an intimate relationships class, and it was kind of saying like a lot of the time it was saying that the way that you give love is the way that you want to be shown it.
And I don't feel like that.
Okay.
In my own, like,
Yeah.
because which I don't like, maybe this, I have no idea what's like right or not, but my top one, it's words of affirmation or quality time. This says like most people have one primary and one secondary love language. And I can't, at this point in my life, I don't know which one is my top or my second, but quality time and words of affirmation. And quality time is like, you obviously need both to have quality time. So that's a little different. Like, I guess
I feel like quality time, everybody always says that's the number 1, but I feel like that's a given, right? Like,
yeah, I know.
But not for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like some people truly are like, they feel the most loved when like for example, like Ty likes quality time, but he actually is like number 1 is acts of service. Like
totally,
he
I can see that.
Eats it up if I'm like, I did the dishes, I did the laundry. Like, it's like, that means so much to him. Whereas like for me, it's not like I'm quality time, or I'm like, I used to be quality time and physical touch were my highest scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think, and they can shift. Now I'm words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Well, like my quality time is still my highest, but like words of affirmation are probably my second.
That is me too.
But like for Ty, like all the way through our relationship, always been acts of service. So like he'll be like, oh, I mowed the lawn today and I took the dogs for a walk, and I'm like, oh, thank you. But like it doesn't, like I'm like, that doesn't mean that much to me in terms of like making me feel loved. It's like I'm so appreciative of that, but like I don't feel like, oh my gosh, like he loves me so much. Like it's like I feel loved through quality time. And then like I think words of affirmation have like gone up on my list. I don't know. I think they just change. Or I've heard that once you become a mom, people are like, oh, acts of service like hikes right to the top, because it's like you just will take any sort of help you can get. And so I'm like, I don't know. Someday we'll have to test that theory out. But like, so I think that's interesting that like, I don't know, but I wonder if like how you're saying it's a given for quality time, maybe is that more common of like women, do you think? Like,
I just feel like how can you have physical touch without being together quality time? Like I can't
but physical touch and quality, like that's very different. Like quality time for me is not like physical touch. Like quality time for me is like deep conversation.
Just saying you can't have physical touch without quality time.
You
because
can.
you have to be
together. You certainly could have physical touch without quality time.
Is like hugging, holding hands, like
you need to be together.
No, I know, but being
to
together
happen.
is not quality time. Like you can.
What is quality time then?
Because being together, like you can be in the same room, but you're just on your phones. You could like be watching. Like for me, quality time is like in like dedicated like time with somebody where like we are like in conversation, like we are not on our phones, we're not watching a movie, like we're doing an activity together, or we're talking together, or we're making dinner together and eating dinner together or something. But like I feel like it's not just like a being in the same room as somebody, because like then like for you and Tyler, like living together, like there's probably days where you maybe, in my opinion, wouldn't have quality time, but you are around each other. Yeah. Would you agree with that? Or do you see what I mean by that? Would you disagree?
Say more about what you're saying though, Coast, because I feel like you're saying like being together, like you can't have physical touch without literally being together. Right. Yeah. But I feel like I kind of do, like I just from me and Ty's relationship, at least I'll just only speak to that. But like, I feel like that because there are nights where it's like, we're both home, but yet, like, yeah, we are scrolling, or like Ty's watching football and I'm like next to him, but I'm like reading a book. And I feel like for me, that's like when we first started dating, I'd be like, I just want to like spend time with you though. And he'd be like, we just spent the whole day together yesterday. And I was like, yeah, but we were like watching football and like I was reading my book and like.
So like, would you classify it kind of
quality
as like
time is like for me
an experience or like an intentional?
It's just like unplugged intentional time for me. Like on our date nights, if we are just staying home, then we try to like have our phones on the counter.
Yeah.
And we try to be like watching the same show. Like, it's like, let's actually turn on like a show that we're both invested in. And like, then we can like laugh together.
Right.
Like, I think also in my intimate relationships class I took, they were talking about how like intimacy is more than just like when people say intimacy, you think like sex or you think like whatever.
Okay, bedroom pop.
But it's like intimacy can be built through like just like those conversations and like that intentional time together where you are just like undivided attention is on me. So like
that's exactly
like quality
Google
time for me
says.
is like when we go for like a walk on with the dogs, we leave our phones at home and I feel very connected to Tyler on walks. We do it every day and it's like we're just talking about our days. Nobody's phone is ringing.
Yeah.
We're very like connected in that moment. That's quality time to me. Whereas like, physical touch, I imagine being like, oh, I love when you hug me or like you kiss me or you're holding my hand or whatever, like you want to just like be touched. And like sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. I have times where I'm like, I don't want to be like, I feel like everyone has that a little where you're just like, I don't want to be touched right now. Like,
I don't
it
feel
doesn't
good
go up there for me. Like, I think words of affirmation I've traded where I'm like, I would love like compliments or whatever.
And I guess too, like you probably could have everybody could have a different definition of what quality time means to them too, you know? So like for me, I would not like somebody holding my hand and watching a show together isn't quality time to me. I don't know. Like, it's just not. I feel like quality time is like more of like conversation for me, I think. Like, that's how I feel connected.
That's what Google says. Quality time is giving someone your undivided attention.
Okay. Because like, I also could see somebody where it's like, that is really like, I love just, I don't know, being so, not that there's like a right or wrong way, but I think that's where for me, I actually think like physical touch and quality time do not go hand in hand for me because like, I don't know. Like if you're kissing somebody, you're not talking to them. So like, if that makes sense. I think
undivided attention though, if it's like that, like I think you can have quality time without physical touch, but you cannot have physical touch without quality time is my opinion. Sure. It's kind of like a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square.
I feel like you're like, okay, quality time leads to physical touch. Like it's kind of what
it can. Yeah. It certainly can.
But what about like a one night stand? Like it's physical touch, but like, would you say that's quality time with somebody?
I mean, it's your undivided attention.
I think it does
you're pretty focused on what you're doing.
True. Okay.
I think it does kind of matter what people's definition of it is. Because I
think so, yeah.
I'm kind of different
also,
than you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, though, we're assuming that every interaction is a love thing. So I think this comes down, like one night stand or holding hands with a friend or like things that are we talking about like things that are like intended to be romantic? Like not everything one night stand is not a romantic, is not a love thing. So that's where I wouldn't call it quality time or physical touch.
Okay.
It's just
fair.
It's not in the realms of love languages because you probably
I
never
do
gonna see
think
this person
love
again.
languages can be used platonic. Like
for sure.
It's all just like how do you feel love, and you need love from your like friends, you need it from family, you need it from your spouse. Like, but so do you guys use these a lot in your life, or do you not really?
Well, I was gonna say like one. I think for me, I like acts of service a lot.
I was gonna say I think you're an acts of service girl.
I'm an acts of service girl just because I think it just shows like, oh, you thought of me and this is something to make my life easier. And I like to do that for other people. And I do think I like all of them, but I'm noticing like, I don't know what this would fall under, but when people are not feeling great or I want to show up, I cook, and that's receiving gifts, or like I give
gift giving.
I don't know. That's
of
well,
service.
that's an act of service. Yeah,
act of service
because you're cooking.
I would say that's an act of service rather than a gift, actually. Because
you're like doing. You're taking something off their plate.
Yeah.
I think acts of service is probably my number one.
I
would be scared of undivided attention. I'd be like, hey, yo.
No, so fair.
It's interesting.
No, I do like quality time, but I feel like I haven't had like genuine experiences with that yet. So I feel like I'll be like,
but like with us, I feel like you do like quality time.
I love quality time.
You know, so like in a friendship.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I think I was just going to say with using it in other relationships, like with my dad, it's actually been really helpful to understand that he gives love in like an acts of service way, because like, yeah, which I actually
So
like
is my
love.
dad.
And I think when I recognized that, there was like, I don't know, just like a shift in like recognizing that that's like how he cares.
It's appreciation for it.
Right.
Totally.
So, and then
Yeah.
I think I've actually appreciated that a lot more. So that's what earlier when it's like giving, I don't necessarily like show love in acts of service, but I actually really love receiving it in that way. And I think that's because of my dad probably
I
too,
agree.
like growing up in that way. Like I've always had that. So it's just like a nostalgic thing for me of like, so I like really appreciate that. Or like even in roommate situations, I feel like when my roommate does the dishes, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was like so nice. Like I actually do really appreciate that. I've learned, but
well, also think about it. Cause like this thing I saw on Google, it's like a major source of conflict when one partner expresses love in their own language, but the other partner doesn't feel loved because it's not their primary language.
Yeah.
So like you show it in your own way, but say Ty is like, he likes receiving it in acts of service and you're always doing affirmation and he's like, I don't need that. Like, or you're buying him things and he's like, I would just prefer we do the dishes or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I actually
that's
would-
where I think that two different ways is, I don't know if you need to align perfectly with someone unless it's quality time. I think that's the only one where you both have to, or maybe physical touch, but the other ones of like, if your partner likes acts of service, like you probably got to start doing that. And then they like, I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
I think that love languages are actually really important. Like that's my take on it, especially in like an intimate relationship, like a dating or marriage, because I think it does provide context to like how to make that person feel loved. I think it's important in friendship too. Like, don't get me wrong, but I do think it's like in a healthy, like functioning marriage, from my opinion, I'm like, it's important to know that about your person. Because kind of what you're saying, Cokes, like we have a friend who we were talking about this one time and she was saying that like she is quality time and she's like, I could just like spend all the time in the world with him. Like it's just the best and that's all I need. But his is gift, or like his is gift giving, like, or gifts, I guess. So, and he is somebody who gives, or like how he shows love is the same way he wants to receive. So like gifts are big. And she was like, it's not that she's like, it's not that I don't love a gift. It's just like, I don't feel like so warm and loved and whatever when he's giving me gifts, but that's like how he will show her his love. And so she's like, it took us like a long time to realize, like, she's like, it took me a long time to realize that like I wasn't reciprocating this and like giving him gifts back. And that's how he feels like really seen and loved. And so she's like, it actually was like kind of a point of contention for a while until we realized like, okay, I need to be better at like buying you gifts because you are just surprising you with little things because that means so much to you. And like, you actually could probably back off on that for me because I don't like feel it like
buy
that.
me gifts, meaning like, let's go buy an experience that we can go experience together. Like if you want to pay for something to still get your itch of like, I want to give you something, pay for a fun night out and we go to a show and then I get to experience us being together.
It was actually
like
interesting too. Cause like my parents got divorced like when I was as an adult, which I feel like is a unique experience because you can like look at that situation with a different lens than when you're a kid, and like having been through grad school for counseling and all this stuff, like I was so much more in tune with just like relationship dynamics. But so anyways, then like my parents for those who don't know, my parents got divorced and they started dating again. And part of when they were like dating again, it was interesting watching them figure things out, because something I would notice, like my dad is acts of service too. So he would like drive over to my mom's and he would like mow her lawn and he would shovel for her and do like, he would plant her flowers for her, like very much acts of service. And then my mom was always just like, I just want him to tell me thank you for like this thing I did. Like, I just want him to tell me that I did a good job. Like, so that's totally like words of affirmation then. And so I was like, oh wow, like all these years of like, don't get me wrong, I had a great childhood, like, but there was just times where like, you know, arguments would arise.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Just like any parents, I guess. And I would like, now in reflection could be like, wow, I just like wonder how that might have helped them to know that like he is showing you all of his love actually by like doing all these things that like kind of mean nothing to you. And then like also for him, like words of affirmation are just like, that's like tricky for him. He's not super emotional. And so it's like, but she needed that. And so I just wonder how that would have, I do not think that would have solved like 100% of problems, but I just wonder if they would have felt more seen and loved by each other. And in the end they were dating and had like a good time together, whatever. So it's just like, it was fine in the end. But
Right.
like all those years of that I wonder how that
Right.
could have impacted them in a positive way. So anyways,
So
I probably use love languages more than I use
Yep.
Enneagram, but I don't actively think
Yep.
about either one of these, but it's
No.
just like a good thing to know.
I think they're so fun to like talk about and like talk about
and
with
it's like
somebody.
fun because it totally makes somebody who they are. So to
Yeah.
know like, what is yours? Like, what is yours? Like we're all just different in that sense.
Well, also too, I feel like that's a good like dating thing too. Like of initial, like you get to be more intimately knowing someone.
Yes.
If you can like be like, I like when this happens, and it, talking about it in like the 5 love languages way kind of makes it like not as like needy.
Yeah.
You know,
For
like
sure.
it's just kind of
Yeah.
like
It's
what
like,
this is a really simple icebreaker of like this is what I prefer, and it's a really easy way to just talk about it.
I totally think
and I
so.
think that you can be more intentional in your relationship, even just like in dating. It's like you can show up for them well and love them well. So
Right.
I think it's just interesting. So,
Yeah. I think it's like an approachable way to talk about things, you know,
yeah.
and getting
Totally.
things ready. Okay.
Any
we
other
should.
thoughts before we get to pop culture?
I don't think so.
Okay, we have a lot of pop culture on the list
I thought
today.
I forgot about this, Aaron. We should have talked about the fact that we were like completely confirmed, like in conformity gate.
Coco, we didn't know
all.
about conformity gate before the last episode.
No, but I wrote down pod talk about this week, Stranger Things conspiracies and Masked Singer, and I didn't even bring that up.
Oh, I feel like I didn't like, at least for me, I was not bought into conformity gate, which for those who don't know about the conformity gate thing, like we do not need to go into the weeds here on all of this, but Cokes, I felt like I wasn't bought in yet when we filmed our last episode. Like I was.
No, I wasn't either.
Okay. And so that's why I feel like I didn't talk about it on the last pod. And like you didn't either. Cause I personally wasn't bought in. But for those who don't know, Stranger Things, people started to speculate that maybe the finale was like a fake ending or we didn't get the whole thing. And at first I was like, this is insane. And then as me, Coco, Tyler, and my cousin were in this group chat, like chronically sending each other so we were chronically online last week, just sending each other these like crazy conspiracies. And so I was then fully bought in. I was like, wow, we are missing an episode.
We were texting right before 7 p.m. on January 7th. And we're like, what do we think, guys? Like we really thought that they were going to release the 9th episode.
Tyler was parked in front of Netflix and then it didn't drop. And now I'm hearing some stuff that they are going to drop an episode. Like now people are January on the 12th.
Yeah.
I'm not really a part of
I'm done. I feel like a fool. I feel like I feel like bamboozled. I feel like
okay, but it was insane.
It was incredibly convincing, and I can understand why conspiracy theorists are the way that they are.
And if you have not seen any of this, please just like go look up conformity theory on like YouTube, some platform, and like we won't bore you with the details. But I was showing Josie the other night, and you were like, okay, this is like lot of different things that were happening that would lead to that.
It's just crazy.
So,
like I think too, as like people that enjoy fantasy books and world building, I think like the complete miss of like a lot of, this is about Stranger Things, by the way, if we didn't talk about that, I don't know if we did, but as a fantasy fan and seeing things being wrapped up, like especially the Harry Potter series, like specifically, like as fantasy creators, it's just mind boggling to me how like so much of your fandom can have so many plot holes. Well, so it's like that's where every time I think like, no, there's no way it's real, but like that's crazy.
I just feel like the Duffers are geniuses, and I feel like everything they did throughout all the other seasons was so intentional that I was like, how could whatever. Go watch.
You want to know why people do have a theory is because it's Divorcegate, because one of the Duffers got divorced and his wife is a screenwriter and they think that she helped a lot that people didn't even realize. So they are like, I'll send you the TikToks on that. But there's like
it's not actually an episode. He just got a divorce.
Wow.
I
think it's F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote The Great Gatsby, or his wife wrote The Great Gatsby, but he put it out in his pen name or something like that. Like one of the most famous books, and it was actually the woman. I don't know. That's like one side that I've seen. I don't know.
Seen that, but okay, go check for yourself and let us know if you were tied up in this theory. I'm over it now. It's not. I don't think it's a thing. So
I do like sit at night and like scratch my head and wonder like what could have been. Where is Elle? Like what happened?
Right.
But I'm
mostly over it. I'll be excited for the documentary. Like, great. I love that they're giving us some more content about the show. Okay.
If it's not at episode 9, I'm going to be mad, but it's fine.
We'll report back next week. Okay, I have Glen Powell and Michelle Randolph are dating.
Yes.
So for those who don't know who Michelle Randolph is, because I feel like she's more up and coming now, but her sister Cassie Randolph was on The Bachelor, on Colton.
If you remember Colton jumping over the gate, it was for Cassie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you guys know who her ex is?
Yes, Greg.
Yes.
Greg's
the werewolf from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yes, which I loved them together. But I
did too.
must say, I think I like her and Glenn together more.
I agree.
I'm here for this.
Are they confirmed?
Yeah, they've been out in public together. They're so cute together. I think they complement each other really well. She's kind of an up and coming actress, wouldn't you say? I feel like she's in a show that just took off. I don't know what it's called, but I know it's been getting a lot of attention, this show she's on.
I don't know.
So that's why I'm like, don't you feel like she's kind of like up and coming actress?
Yeah,
like,
I guess, yeah.
She's been a model for a while.
Right. I guess, yeah, because I've only thought of her as like an influencer model girl, and I only know of her because of Clashing Through the Snow.
No, that's not it. It's like some country show.
Okay.
I don't think that's it.
Okay.
Oh, she was on that one, like football. She's not on Landman, is she?
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's Landman.
Okay.
I don't know what that is though. So
it's a oil rigging show with not Millie Bobby Brown, Billy Bob Thornton.
You know what, Millie Bonbon,
Billy Ray Cyrus.
That is so funny. Okay.
All these Billies with multiple names chill with it.
Well, so are you guys shipping this relationship?
Yes.
Totally. Two beautiful people. I mean, like, my heart breaks because Glenn is mine, but
Coco loves Glen Powell.
I do love Glen
true.
Powell. Wait, was that on the Canada trip where I kept on bringing him up?
Yeah.
She just kept being like, Josie, like,
oh yeah,
don't you think Glen Powell's just like so hot?
Yeah.
And then Josie would be like, yeah. And then like an hour later, I feel like you were like, so like back to Glen Powell, like do you
No,
like,
literally
he's just
we kept
such a good
circling
actor.
back.
And we were like, wow, Coco is loving
It was like
I think that was
Twisters era.
It was Twisters. Him with his white shirt and the rain dripping off his cowboy hat. Like,
Coco was like, put me in a twister. Like,
ain't no love in Oklahoma. So Sarah and I went to go see that movie, and we literally were driving like 90 miles an hour listening to that song on the way home, like roid it out for Glenn. Like, God love you. He does. And it was also his Top Gun summer. So it was like,
yes, he kind of popped up.
nurse.
And it was right after. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, good luck to them. Hope they work out. I do really like it.
And if it doesn't work out,
New Year's Eve in St. Bart's with Alex and Tom.
Yes. Yep.
No big deal.
I love that.
Okay. Sophie Turner, Chris Martin, Dakota Johnson / role model. I think you put this in. Neither of us have any idea what this is.
Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin. I think, was he the head of
Coldplay?
Coldplay?
Yeah, that
No,
sounds
he's
right.
not. The other one, Radioactive.
Shut up.
Whatever.
It is
No,
Coldplay.
I think is it Coldplay?
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's Coldplay and he was dating Sophie Turner, I thought.
No. He was once married to Gwyneth Paltrow.
Correct.
They got consciously uncoupled.
Yeah, that's insane. I heard that the other day.
Okay, I heard that on the toast and I was like,
oh yeah.
But he started dating Dakota Johnson.
Okay.
Chris Martin, Dakota Johnson, for like a decent amount of time, pretty serious. Sophie Turner once
her
with
and
Joe
Joe
Jonas.
Mm-hmm.
So Dakota and Chris
consciously coupled.
Unconsciously uncoupled. Wait.
Consciously uncoupled.
Unconsciously, subconsciously uncoupled. And now he is dating Sophie Turner, which I feel
I don't love.
So they consciously coupled.
They're consciously coupled. But now Dakota Johnson is dating the guy from Role Model, and he's the one that goes like, "Where's my Sally tonight?"
I don't know what Role Model is.
Role Model is a stage name of a man, not a band. Like, and he dated Emma Chamberlain.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So crazy, kind of like it.
I think
it's Sophie Turner's with Role Model right now.
Sophie Turner's with Chris Martin.
Oh, and Dakota's with Role Model.
Dakota's with
yeah,
Role Model.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I kind of can see Dakota and Roll together.
Roll.
Is his name Roll?
No, his name's Tucker in real life.
I don't really like Sophie and Chris.
My head is like that meme right now.
I don't
where
really
it's
like Sophie and Chris either.
Wait, Aaron, look off into space so that I can edit it. And it'll be like the math meme.
because I
I don't know how I feel. I don't really care that much about Roll, but I also feel like because he's up and coming music. What's his name? Gunther? This is the issue with doing a stupid
Tucker
name for your
Pillsbury.
stage name.
It's
Like,
role
why
model.
can't you do like
Tucker Pillsbury.
which I heard the toast say. The toast was like, "Oh, knowing that's his name, we understand why you needed to create a
I
stage
kind
name."
of see him with Dakota Johnson though.
That's what I'm saying. He's up and coming artist, and I could see. I feel
and
like
she
Dakota's
kind of
like
gives
cool.
me like yeah.
And she's like, if he was into Emma Chamberlain, like our girl,
yeah, like
Chamby.
that. That feels okay to me. But as far as Sophie Turner and Chris Martin, I don't really love.
but I'll ship Dakota with Roll.
Roll Tide.
role model.
Okay,
Age.
shall we move to the Kardashians?
Yes.
Okay, 2 big headlines. Khloe Kardashian gets a black lab puppy for Christmas.
Okay.
I didn't know this, but
Being
I love that for her.
Her sister Kim got her kids like 4 Pomeranian puppies, and then
casual.
Khloe, for some reason, I think probably because it's like a specific breed, or because labs are like always just, they're like, it's puppy mills, which is just so not true. She got a black lab puppy for her kids because her eldest son was asking for years for a dog or something like that. Or no, she has 2 girls. I think Kim's son was asking for dogs and she got them Pomeranians. Khloe got them like the cutest little black lab puppy, and it's really sweet because people were showing old clips of Khloe and she like took really good care of their family's black lab. So I'm like, as a black lab mama, I'm very
invested
happy
in
with
this.
this.
It's full
I'm
circle
very
for her
excited.
too.
Yeah.
I love this.
Okay.
I think that's wholesome.
Happy for the Kardashian family with
Just
their
like-
puppies.
100%.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Well, just like real quick, I was like Googling the ages of the previous couples, conscious and unconscious and couples. That Tucker Pillsbury, aka our close personal friend Roll, has type 1 diabetes.
Pillsbury Doughboy has type 1 diabetes.
Like
That's crazy.
I Googled his age and then it's just, does Tucker Pillsbury have diabetes? So I clicked to see. He does. And he's an advocate.
28.
He is an advocate for he does like brand partnerships with, that's what AI says. Again,
we love
don't quote me
some
on that.
volunteer
but I don't know. Just thought that was an interesting fact about Roll. Good thing we know about that. On to the next about the Kardashians.
Wait, hold on. Sophie Turner responds to allegation or rumors of her dating Chris Martin. She discussed the dating rumors, saying it's a total fishbowl and people take so much as fact these days. And any article comes out and people go, right, that must have happened.
So she's denying it.
No, she's not denying it. She's just...
Why comment if you're just going to
But
deny?
now,
Like,
in
just
January
don't comment.
2026, it seems that Turner and Martin were never an item, especially since Turner is so focused on working on being a mom with her 2 daughters that she shares with her ex-husband, Joe Jonas. So I was reporting fake news.
Oh, okay. So take all. That was so funny. I
don't know,
love
I've
the
heard
conscious and
I've heard the
unconscious.
I'm
rumblings.
glad. I'm glad they're not together. I'm okay with Roll and
We didn't
Dakota,
like them
but
together anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Timothy Chalamet giving his shout out to Kylie.
Oh,
So cute.
thank you to my partner of 3 years.
Guys, sometimes I still find them like an odd pairing. Like I would have
They
never
are.
paired them together
that's why I
ever.
like it.
But like so sweet. I'm like, I love him giving her a public shout out. Like they love each other and they aren't afraid to show it, you know?
They literally
love
make
it.
absolutely no sense to me.
I know.
She's getting
But-
her words of affirmation though.
No, like truly. And I'm happy for it. I just like you just go from Travis Scott to this.
Yeah, and Timothy Chalamet just seems like a cool guy. Like, I ship it.
It just, like,
he seems
yeah,
like
just-
the good guy. You know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
a good, nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm happy for it, but like again, like you said,
I would never
And
have
I
paired
think
them.
that's why I love it. Like, I love it because it makes no sense. And it's like nothing like her exes, or I guess her one ex, but like, I don't really know. I forget like who else she's dated, probably like a lot, but I love it. I love that it doesn't make sense. Like, that's why I think it's sweet. I love when it's like, he's really, I think, gonna just be I think he's gonna be like an amazing actor. He is, obviously, but I think like he's just gonna continue
He's
to
so
like be
new
in
in his
bigger
career.
roles. And I've heard Marty Supreme is so good, and that it could potentially be his like Oscar moment, which is so awesome.
That'd be cool.
So big fan of Timmy, big fan of Kylie, big fan of them together. And I loved that, like, yeah, he made a public statement. I love seeing them courtside. Like, let's get to more Knicks games. Big fan.
I love it.
Big fan.
Also, like,
Happy for
Timmy's
them.
very silly on like social media.
Yeah.
Like, he's done interviews where he's done just crazy random things. He's done a video with Brittany Broski. Like, if this means we're entering into like a silly, quirky, like Kylie moment,
phase?
great.
So be
I
it.
love that. Yeah.
So
I
fair.
love that.
Okay, speaking of more couples who have uncoupled, circling back to this,
Unconsciously.
unconsciously, Joe Jonas has a new girlfriend.
Oh,
So
Yeah, confirmed.
he
So that's
was-
consciously
he-
coupling.
yeah, it's conscious.
Well, but
coupling.
he unconsciously uncoupled from
I think he consciously did that.
from Sophie Turner,
Yeah, like a long time ago.
and now he's consciously coupled with with a
Or
girl named
unconscious, we don't
Tatiana
know.
Gabriela. She's
Yeah,
a
she
model.
looks stunning.
How
Yeah,
tall is she?
Stunning. Probably taller
definitely
than
taller
him.
than him.
How tall?
Short kings, boo. Ty's gonna be
So,
so.
maybe
honestly
she
have
is
nothing
unconsciously
else to
coupling.
say about this. Like, I just saw the headline and was like, oh, gotta talk about that.
Oh, sorry. I already know how tall Joe Jonas is.
Do you guys have any more things to say about Joe and his new girl? Like, are you just happy for him? Or are you
Well, I
just like
just need to know
sad
her
because he's
height.
off the market? Like,
I mean, like, I in theory am sad, but he's also like half my height, so we would never have worked. But
Yeah.
he's Italian, so that like makes up for it.
I feel like he took his time, like getting into the dating world again. Maybe
I mean, they had like kind of a messy
they did.
divorce and like stuff. So I think it's out of respect, probably, but also like
Well, he has like
he's
two
one of the-
daughters. So I'm
They
like,
got 2 kids and they're touring.
I feel like it was an appropriate amount of time to like wait to
I
get a
agree.
new girlfriend though. So like, props to him. I guess I'm happy for him. I have really nothing else to say. about it.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm unconcerned. I actually really liked him and Sophie together, so it makes me sad, but whatever.
And similar to Roll, his brother has diabetes.
It really all comes back to diabetes.
It really does.
Never
You
forget
mean
when
diabetes.
all the girls, which
We need to post that video of Coco yelling at her mom. Why do you say diabetes?
She still does. It's
No,
so
my mom
weird.
said it like that too, and
So
I'm like,
did-
it's diabetes. Like,
I should ask my mom to be like, hey, how
Well,
would you
we looked it
pronounce
up,
that
didn't
word?
we? Didn't
We
we look
have
it up?
a
And
It's
it's
like
close-
both.
both work.
we have a close personal friend in our life that has diabetes, so we'll ask and report back.
So true.
Okay,
What was I going to say really quick about that?
Never forget diabetes. What did I do?
When all girls our age thought Nick Jonas was dying, like when he came out and was like, I have diabetes, and we were like holding vigils, like it was really like we were really scared about it, and it's like just like a livable, like
Super
disease,
livable.
like
Super
It
manageable,
was a
especially
scary
for a
time.
millionaire.
Like-
especially for a millionaire.
like he's gonna be okay, but we were like really concerned for our dear friend
really
Nick.
did have like vigil.
No, right. And now it's like role model has diabetes, and it's like, okay,
We're like, suck it up.
no, literally.
Like,
Eat a
amazing.
sweet tart. You're fine.
No, yeah, it was like Nick Jonas like has diabetes, like as if
It's like when they had that one thing on Disney where it was like, I'm Bella Thorne and I have dyslexia. And you're
Yeah.
like,
right, right. I feel so seen. The kids with diabetes were just like eating that up when Nick got announced.
literally,
For
weren't
sure.
they?
Yeah. They had their mascot, like their person to look up to. Our dear friend who has diabetes went to a diabetes.
His parents sent him to a camp.
And I imagine that was tough to go through as a kid. So to have somebody like Nick Jonas,
But they probably
walking
had like
through
a Nick
that-
Jonas mascot there.
Did you say the name of the camp? Do you remember what it was called?
No, what was it?
Camp Needle Point, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's insane.
Why is
That's
that
gonna
so
be like
terrible?
now the
Traumatic
new
for
Camp
him.
Needlepoint is gonna be for like GLP-1s, like where they're rebranding.
It's like a retreat
Yeah,
for people who
shoot
like it's
up
a brand
together.
trip. It's a brand trip for GLP-1 users.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, it's too
Oh my
good.
God, I'm like
Oh
on the
my
verge of
God.
tears. That is so funny. Okay, our last little story that I want to talk about was Ashley Tisdale with the mom group. Have you been
Oh.
hearing about this?
Yes.
I've been
I
keeping
don't-
up.
My mind is like, actually, I've not put a lot of thought into this, but when I saw it, I kind of did. But Ashley Tisdale basically like left her mom group and said it was like a toxic mom group who included like Hillary Duff and Mandy Moore, like other big name, like Meghan Trainor. other celeb moms who all had babies at like the same time. And then now this week, like Hillary Duff's husband kind of like shaded, well, didn't kind of, he for sure like clapped back at Ashley. And then Mandy Moore like gave him a shout out being like, we love him. And so,
I didn't know that.
Yes,
She did.
and then Meghan Trainor also posted a TikTok where she was like, me when I hear about the toxic mom drama. And then it's like her own song playing. And it's like the lyrics are like, I don't care or something. And so I was like, interesting. And so part of me was like, okay, maybe this like confirms what Ashley was saying, because I'm like, Meghan Trainor's like video to me came off like a little high school mean girl, like clapping back, being like, I don't care that you left our group and I don't care what you're saying. But then I was like, well, I don't know, maybe Ashley was like kind of the toxic one and they're all just like pissed that she released this like article about it. And I do kind of think like, did she really need to do an article? Like, couldn't you just have left your mom group and just been fine? Like, we've all had friend fallings out. You don't need to make it public.
I have thoughts.
Okay, let's hear it.
There's a few things. And I will say, one, if you need to have a referendum in order to leave a group and like leave on like a high note by saying your piece through written word,
it's you, honey. It's you.
Find a job.
It's
number two.
Let's just hang on to that for a second, because I couldn't agree more. If you have to,
you guys have feelings about this. I didn't know.
It's like the fact that you had to have 2 articles. First of all, like saying your piece before you leave is just like, obviously you are not actually, like if you're saying like, I'm settled, I've made the decision and I need to leave, and you need to let everybody have a piece of it, and you are not. Doth protest too much.
Yeah, correct. Sounds like a you problem. And if you need to leave, seriously, like take a step away. Do your thing, but to make it everybody else's problem, especially when you're a celebrity like Ashley Tisdale and you actually publicly make it everybody else's problem, like gross, you aren't mature. And yeah, you obviously something is wrong with you for the reason that you need to leave the group. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not about publicly written or spoken referendums.
I also think, point two, if you like, and the toast said this, and I completely agree because I've been in situations personally. Most of the time, if you are the person leaving and the whole group has an issue with you, and it's one person versus the entire group, that person
That's
is
so
the
true.
problem.
Where
Correct.
it's like
I've
usually if you're on the outs and everyone else is still like kind of banded together, it's like I've
been in situations where it's like it's groups kind of split in half and it's really up in the air. You don't know, like it's kind of like it's just like a difference of opinion. If there is a single person in your life, and this is to my girlies, I'm saying this to you right to the camera. If there is a girl in your life that comes in that just cannot hold consistent friendships and does not have is the common denominator, do not become another number in this common denominator. Like, there is a reason people have that. Like, I firmly believe that. I've been burned because of that. And I will say it to the mountaintops. Like, if she's leaving and having issues and these girls are all doing, it makes it public and makes it like to do with like a smear campaign
and makes it everybody else's problem and makes it victim blaming. Like, I actually, the more actually didn't think I cared about
like,
this.
You guys are heated a little bit.
I actually didn't think I cared, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, no, actually, yeah. Why are you making it everybody else's problem? There is something where it's like, there's like this like victim blaming, like they have to say their piece because they feel like they've been wronged. And it's just like icky and gross. And you're a mom. So like actually
set
grow
an example.
up.
Yeah.
If you're actually like, if you truly
back
have
up to
back out to the top. If you truly do not care, and it's like these people, like obviously you care a lot. If you have to make it known publicly,
for sure. I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Well, mic drop on that. Like, wow, girls. Well, okay. Shall we do our praises? That was a lot of pop culture.
Yeah. I started therapy this week. So that is my praise is like, again, I wouldn't say like, I mean, your first therapy, like we're just like getting to know each other, me and my girl. But I am just like proud of myself for taking that step and for people that have encouraged me in it. And, just to like be able to do that and have the resources to do that. It's been something I've been thinking about even like pre-anxiety, like a spike to do. So yeah.
Love.
Thank you.
I feel like
I feel like I had
a really like I had that great day before I started back to school. And then like this weekend will be like, we've had a good day today and whatever. And last night, but I feel like my week itself was kind of like, I don't know. Like I think I just was like back to school. So tired. So like, I don't want to call it like a downer week, but just kind of like, And so I feel like maybe my praise is just like for routine. Cause that's like been probably the best part of the last week is just getting a routine back in place. And I don't know. Sometimes coming off the holidays too, it's like just like fresh home cooked meals again, consistent routine. So that's kind of, it feels like a silly praise this week. Routine, I guess.
There's no such thing as a silly praise.
Yeah, I just don't have like a profound like
that's great
thing this week.
And
so
that's okay.
it.
We said it can really be the cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's true. That's what it is. And you know what? It is my cup of coffee today too. So
so true.
Mine is similar to that. I'm really proud of myself that I went to like 4 classes this week and like upholded that. I'm just feeling very like I know it's like New Year and like stuff drops off pretty soon. Like we're going to get into like the second week of January and people's resolutions might start falling off. But I will say like I'm feeling super just like I can see the progress that I'm making in these classes and stuff. So just seeing like the progress of like fitness stuff, that's always fun.
It's super fun.
So yeah, that's my praise.
Perfect.
I love.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram at 3piece.podcast. Is that what it is?
Yep.
I always forget. But yeah, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a rating. I don't know.
All the things.
Give us a comment, but be nice.
DM us and let us know if you have anything you want us to talk about this year. We are brainstorming up some new ideas and we're going to be reaching out to guests to have on. So a lot of fun content coming. But yeah, thanks for tuning in and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.